to my channel, New Growth Naturals. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you're watching from all over the world. Welcome to another live stream. So, like you can see, I already started her here. I left a section around the back for you to see, because I wanted you to see. I'm doing small cornrows on her natural hair. You can see the length of her hair, so you know it's not long, it's rather short. So I'm going to show you how I do my partings. I like to do clean parts, and to do certain styles for natural hair, parting is everything. If you don't get the parting right, you're not going to get the design that you want, really. So parting is really critical when it comes on to designing styles in natural hair, or any hair for that matter. Once you're going to do cornrows, parting is important. Just a moment. Just trying to adjust this camera so you guys can see better what I'm showing you. Alright. Hey Zoro, hi Felicia, hi Cherise, hi Marsha, hi Karen. So this is the section we have left apart from the top and the front, and I'm going to show you how to do your parting to get small braids on this section. Hi Angelica, hi Joyetta, welcome to the live stream. So as you guys know, I'm using Shine and Jam conditioning gel to braid. I like it because it helps it keep the braids to last longer. It helps to control the frizz and all that good stuff. Right. So I'm using a rat tail comb part. You can either use this part of the comb, which is really tiny, or you could use the tail. I use either one. But I'm going to show you with the tail first, because most people find it comfortable to work from that. Right, so I'm parting a section. I'm not sticking the comb on her ear or anything. I'm using the teeth in this section because it's comfortable. And I'm parting based on the size that I want. The size of the braids that I want. Let me come closer so you can see the parts. Thinner. To notice the parts that I have. Just a moment. Can you guys see clearly? Is it blurry? Let me know. It's important that you see what I'm doing. So I'm gently pressing the comb against her scalp while parting, but if I ask her now, she's going to tell you she's not feeling the comb digging in her scalp, and that is important. So for starters, it's easy for you to go over. You're going to notice most time I'm not going over my parts, because after a while you get the whole gist of it, and you just part one time and you know it's just a really good clean part. But I'm just showing you for demonstration purposes. So parting is important. Wherever you want your braids to fall, that's how you part the hair. It's blurry. Let me sort that out for you guys. Any better now? Is it blurry for all or just one person? And then you start to do your braids. Thanks to the 15 person that gave the live stream a thumbs up so far. Christina. Just a moment. Hi Jennifer. Thank you, Cherise. Awesome. Thank you. Hi the bomb. Greetings to you. What time is it in the UK now? It's clear? Yeah, that's clear. practice the bomb. Practice becomes perfect. I'm sure when I started out it was nothing like this, but guess what? Each time I desire to perfect the art, because this is an art. So the more you practice, the more you aim higher, the better you become. So you may not get your cornrows so neat and so well laid as mine and so nicely parted, but you just want to keep practicing. And when you practice, you'll become perfect, all right? So now, based on the pattern that I want, I'm going to start parting from another side. By the way, welcome to all of you that are just joining us on this live stream. So happy that you guys are here. I haven't spoken to you guys all week. I was so busy. Busy both ways. So I decided I was just going to come on this morning and talk to y'all. And show you all a thing or two for those that want to. Hi, Debbie Ann. Hi, Marilyn. I miss y'all. Yeah, the more you practice, you want to, wherever you want the style to be, like whatever style you want, you have to part the hair that way. And the most important thing when you're going to braid somebody's hair is just decide where you want the braids to stop, like where you want them to fall. For example, if you're braiding to the side, you know you have to part it to the side first, and then you think of the design that you want it to have going to the side. You have to part it that way. It's just like tracing for elementary school. When you're in school and you're doing tracing, they're teaching you to trace numbers and letters. Whatever the letter is, if it's 2, you part it that way, and then you trace the 2 exactly as it is. And the more you trace it is the more you perfect it. Right? That's how you teach toddlers to write, right? Think of Cornrows the same. And trust me, you'll get it. It'll take a while because practicing and perfecting anything takes time. But once you're interested and once you're ambitious in terms of, you know, wanting to do beautiful styles, you'll get it. Hi, Diane. How are you? Right, so I want my cornrows to have a little curve right here. That's why I'm parting it in that direction. Wherever you want it, however you want it to look, part the hair like that from the get-go. Is she covering grays or she just want her black darker? You just want it darker? Oh, so where do you have the grays?
I was like 3.
Okay. So look for the 3 strands and cover them and then dab everything else all over. Then cover everything else. That's funny though. Oh my gosh.
Like every time I go get my hair done, somebody's like, oh, you know, I have great hair. And I'm like, really weird, no. You're coming off.
So if you find 4, you know, Christina, you have to tell her, you know, she knows not 4. Oh gosh. So she want all her hair to be colored then, Christina. She just want her hair blacker. Not necessarily to cover grays, because girl, you don't have none. You want to see gray hair. You want to see gray hair. Hi, Yannick. Hi, Latoya. Let me put it out a little bit so you can see the bottom where I start. Yeah, that's more like it. It's hot. You want it to go up a little bit more? You want it to go up a little bit more? Oh, you're tired. Better now? You know?
I fall asleep.
The important thing, guys, is to make sure your partings are consistent. Unless you're doing like a style where you want some big, some little, intentionally. Big and small, that sort of thing. You definitely have to part. Consistency, you want all them to be the same size. Unless, like I said, the style that you're doing requires some to be big, some to be smaller. Otherwise, you're trying to be consistent with the same size. Sometimes you'll notice that a section of a person's head is thicker than another section. So you have to part knowing that, say if the top is thicker, you have to know that you do your parts a little bit smaller for them to flush or to be in line with the others in terms of how they appear. That's awesome, Jackie. I do a video like that before. I do have videos even when I'm blowing clients hair, not just my hair, so you can check those out. see, most time you'll see me just making one part from where I want the braid to fall all the way to where it starts, or from start to fall. After a while, when you practice to do it, you just know how to make your parts, and they come out really clean and neat just the same. But like I said, it takes practice. At this stage, I'm able to close my eyes and braid somebody here, and it looks as good as when my eyes were open, because of years of practice. I didn't just wake up and get good. You just practice. So the more you practice, you mess up in the start, you know, you just keep practicing, keep watching videos, keep trying new styles, new techniques, and then you get it. Over time, you'll be able to judge based on photos of your work and see where you work. Because when I look at photos years ago of my work, I could see where I was really creative, but my braids were not as neat as how they are today. And this is not the neatest. Like, I have a picture in my mind of how neat I want my braids to be. Some person say, oh, I don't think they can get any neater, but trust me, it's possible. It's possible in my mind. You just want to be consistent. You just want to keep practicing, have a standard, have a goal. And when you reach it, you know, you set another one. Always going above and beyond. I realize some persons, in order to get clean part, they like put some conditioning gel or edge control product. I don't do that for clean parts. It can't be that the only way you can get your parts clean. Well, if you're a beginner, fine, you want to try that to make sure that you're clean, you can do that. But you want to be independent of any product whatsoever. You want to master the heart of parting here. So whether or not, what if you run out of edge control and you don't have a product? Your parts are not going to be good. So the first thing to do is to practice parting. Stop, Carlene. To practice parting with what you have at first, and then you work towards that. That's something that you like because you like the look, fine, but practice on the hair as it is, and then hi, the bomb. No man, I should just wash it out as it is. Alright, you can detangle it in the meantime. Hi, Cool Cucumber. Welcome to the live stream. How are you? And thanks to the 27 person that gave the live stream a thumbs up so far. You guys are so awesome. Right, so like I said before, when it comes on to cornrows, clean partings and the way your parts are falling are everything. The cornrows is just second place. Getting neat cornrows is really good. But even if their cornrows are neat and the partings are not perfected, it's gonna look like you didn't do a good job. This parting is everything for cornrows and braids. Even if I do a bad cornrow job, like the cornrows are not close enough, so they are really loose and runny, if the parts are clean, it still look like I did something really good. But a person that knows how cornrows should be would know that, you know, the cornrows are a little bit runny, but the fact that I parted clean and they stayed that way, it looks really neat. So parting is everything. To always remember that. Hi, Kimberly. Yes, you have to. If you don't strain it, then you're going to have clumps. You have to blend it until it's really smooth, Kim. By the way, if you guys are in the chat and you have not thumbs up the live stream, you need to exit the chat, give it a thumbs up, come back and type your questions or your comment, alright? Hi, Cynthia. Good morning. Can't you trim your own ends, Shanti? Until then. Also, what deep conditioners have you been trying? Right, with bananas and avocados, if you're going to use them as deep conditioners, you have to blend them smoothly. Or else you're going to leave it clumps in your hair, and that's the hardest part to get rid of. So even if you're not sure that they're blended smoothly, you need to strain it out. Alright? And this was our last braid. So far, this is what we braided. a moment. Now I'm putting some twists on the front. And she's checking it to see how nice it looks. Would you prefer cornrows at the front or twist?
I'm wondering who it will look.
With the cornrows or with the twist?
The twist?
Oh, you prefer cornrows?
Yeah.
Oh, cornrow the front then,
Yeah,
no problem.
the cornrows, yeah.
I just think the twist would give it a more fluffy look to it. No problem, I'll do you some twist. Right, so we have this section at the front. Not to make a bang, but something. Turn this way, let me show them. Right. So we're gonna braid it down to the front of her face like that. Let's turn her this way. Alright, so for the front part, you kind of have to hold the head up. So I can braid it. So I'm braiding out the ends of the front because I don't want it to shrink and look too short on her. But I'll be twisting the ends of the others. Hi Viola. Good morning. Okay, Shanti, that sounds good. Hi Erla. Marlene, welcome to the live stream. Hi, Eunice. Thank you, Eunice. Oh, why am I twisting? Totally forgot that I was braiding. Got lost in my thoughts just now. Hi, Kimberly. You can use castor oil, olive oil. There's so many. There's argan oil, grapeseed oil. Most oils are sealants, if not all. It's just that some, while they're sealing, they also penetrate the hair, and others are just sitting there on the hair shaft. So it all boils down to your hair porosity and what your hair like. So if you know your hair's porosity, then you may know what oils will work best for your hair based on the porosity. Alright? But as a rule, most oils, if not all, are sealing oils. It's just that some oils are able to penetrate the hair shaft as well. So with low porosity hair, you want oils that penetrate as well as seal. You don't only want sealing oils. One of the reasons why it's sort of hard to moisturize low porosity hair is because the cuticles tend to be really close or always close. So to get that moisture in the strand is harder. So when you use penetrative oils on low porosity hair, that's good. When you use a lot of heavy sealant on low porosity hair, that's not necessarily good, because apart from the cuticles being closed so tightly, the fact that you form this heavy barrier over the strand, it doesn't allow too much moisture from the environment to penetrate the strands, and that in itself is bad for low porosity hair. And that's why when persons have low porosity hair, in their moisture regimen or routine, we normally just encourage them to do a little bit of heat to start to lift the cuticle layer of their hair, so that the products can penetrate and moisturize from inside out. So you want to consider that as well. And they want to stick to using lighter products versus heavy products. You want to stay away from too much leave-in products that has protein in it. You want to avoid that, because that can tend to make your low porosity hair hard and weigh down, and eventually that can lead to breakage. So once you know your hair's porosity, products and choosing, you know, the right regimen and routines for your hair will all make a difference. Just a moment, can you reach for that phone for me, please? Hi, morning. Good morning. Can I call you back? I'm live. Okay. Sorry about that, guy. Castor oil is a heavy sealant. It's a good product to use, but for low porosity hair, you'd want to dilute that with another oil, like probably coconut oil or olive oil, if you're gonna leave the castor oil on your hair without rinsing it out. I'm from Jamaica, Viola, but I live in the Cayman Islands. But I'm 100% Jamaican. So we're going to twist this section, and then we're going to tuck them under to protect our ends. We're not going to be twisting them individually because we want them to be a little bit fluffy. So when I tuck them under, she'll have a nice little fluff at the top. Is it okay, ma? She's a very simple client. She doesn't like too much patterns or anything like that. So I have to find out if it's okay or if it's too stylish or okay, she likes to keep it really simple. Okay, that means that they probably already dilute it with a natural oil, Shanti. This natural castor oil is thick and heavy. Thank you, Cynthia. And thanks to the 46 person that gave the live stream a thumbs up. You guys are so awesome.
Okay, we'll watch that one.
I need to respond. She actually chose the style that she wanted. Hi Vanessa. I'm not really using any product apart from the Shine and Jam conditioning gel. That's just to help to keep down the frizz. So I'm not really using a twisting product per se. I've not used their olive oil, the Oars olive oil product before. The only thing I use for that brand is their lock and twist gel. Like you've heard me saying so many times, guys, some brands are not necessarily the best, but they always have this one or two product that actually works for most people. So that's what I do. You won't find a complete line in the salon unless it's a really good line. So anything you see me have more than one in the same brand of, it's a really good line. But you'll see I take the best twisting butter from a brand, the best leave-in conditioner for another brand, the best shampoo, the best conditioner, and some brands that the only thing I'd use from them is just a shampoo or a conditioner. Other brands, the only thing I'll use is just an oil because it's really good, but nothing else works. So I'm that type of person. So we experiment and we choose the best, but you won't find me at all having the same products from like one brand. I don't do it like that because oftentimes you find out a product may work, one product may work and the others may not. And with a salon, you have to find a product that works for most people, or else you're going to end up with a lot of products that don't work at all. So once you find a product like a shampoo product or a conditioner product, you use that product and then you find a good leave-in product from another brand to use. So you choose the best thing that the brand offers. So even though I use their lock and twist gel, I have not used anything else from their brand. Thank you, Priscilla. That's awesome, Priscilla. And with natural hair, it is very tricky. You know, most salon professionals or professional so-called salon products that are on the market don't necessarily do well for natural hair, even though they're professional products. Because natural hair is very funny in terms of products and handling of the hair. You know that, for example, for deep conditioners or for leave-in moisturizers, based on their porosity and the curl type, you may want something thick and creamy at time most of the time, and other times you want something that gives it a silky feeling that makes it easier to detangle and that sort of thing while still nourishing the hair. I find that most of the so-called professional brands cater for straighter textures, not necessarily for textures that are curly or wavy. While I can find a good product based on porosity from those professional lines, I can't find products that you can always use right across the board for each texture in a salon. So that's where, you know, natural hair product makers, like products that they make for natural hair, they have to step their games up if they want to start creating professional, you know, natural hair product for salon usage. But you'll find, like, you all know I don't use Cantu product. The only thing I use for Cantu is their lock and twist, their moisturizing lock and twist gel, because it actually works for most person that want wet twist. And I like the fact that it doesn't flake, it doesn't, you know, dry the hair out too much, especially when I couple it with my shea butter recipe. But otherwise, I don't use those products because they just don't work for most people. So you have to know, don't be a product junkie, but when you find the product that likes your hair, you just stick to it. Unless they change the formula, you change it. But try to find products. Don't necessarily say, I have Shea Moisture shampoo and conditioner. I also have their curl enhancing smoothie and their curl stretch pudding, and that's just about it from Shea Moisture. I don't use anything else from Shea Moisture. Maybe if they create something new and I decide to try it, fine, but otherwise I've tried it all and I decide that these are the only Shea Moisture product I'm going to stick with. Same thing with Main Choice. They have products that I use and products that I absolutely hate. because it doesn't work for most persons with natural texture. That comes to me. So you just have to know, pick, choose, and refuse. Yeah. So when you go to buy hair products, you don't have to take up the entire line to say, oh, I want the shampoo and conditioner and the leave-in conditioner and then the deep conditioner, because you'll find that one will work and the others don't have no use to you. That's just how it is. So oftentimes you may have a different shampoo and a different conditioner, a total different leave-in, even though sometimes they advise to follow up. It goes two ways. Sometimes some professional products, they create the product so that you use this one and then you follow for example, the Afro G two-step protein treatment. You know that they're specifically made. You use one and then you follow up with the other one. Like those, that's different. But some products, you know, when you don't have to follow up with the other product, you know. Whenever they say that, especially if it's like a protein treatment, you need to follow through with the second step. But if not in that case, people are always going to recommend your products on another product because that's a marketing strategy. They want to sell more product, obviously. So if you buy a shampoo, they're going to tell you, oh, shampoo, and then follow up with the same brand conditioner, then follow up with the leave-in conditioner or with the deep conditioner because obviously they want to sell it. So apart from it not being a direct two-step treatment or stuff like that, you don't necessarily need to do that. And I hope you understand what I'm saying. You know, we're done with all our twists and all our cornrows. We're gonna pin them nicely. Hi Yannick, thank you. Thank you guys. Just a moment. She's gonna get it treated. Okay. Give me a few minutes so I can look at her here.
Should I leave these out?
No, ma'am.
Oh,
The only things that are gonna be out is this one right here. You want me to leave them out? They look better in. But you can tell me to leave them out. I'm gonna be disobedient.
If I, eh?
If you ever tell me to leave them out, I'm going to say, no,
No,
ma'am, that's
if
not
I
the style.
if I twisted here,
Yeah,
it would have looked nice with it.
yeah. That's not the style. That's not the style. If you leave them out, you're going to hide the nice pattern that you have right here. No worries. Let me just leave them like this. The occasional stick of flowers in somewhere. I like flowers. Let me show you guys what it looks like now. Yeah. So that is the top right there. I don't mind working with short hair of this length or shorter hair. Let me show you the side right here. Yeah, and there you go. So until next time, guys, remember Jesus loves you, so be very good, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Bye. Thank you.